Hi there, soul peeps. I actually taped this diary yesterday. I got to a moment around 11 o'clock yesterday where all of a sudden I became terrified. I got completely terrified at everything that I'm about to embark on because it's a lot. It's a lot on one person's plate, and I am definitely getting help. I'm delegating some things that I can't do. But a big bulk of it is stuff I can't delegate. It's things that only I can do at this moment because I have the vision of what it is that has to take place, and I have to put those things into place. And that time often comes to a lot of us when we have a big vision and we can't fully get it across to everyone yet, or there's certain parts that really only we can do initially because it's birthing a baby. And right now I'm birthing sextuplets. There's a lot that is happening, and it's all at once. And I got really, really terrified. I sat down, and all of a sudden it was like, oh my goodness, what do I do first? There's so many. The list is so long. There's so many tasks that have to get taken care of. There's so many things that need to be completed this week. And I had to record this because I know that this is a place you've either gotten to at some point in your life or you will get to when you're embarking on a vision. And I had to let you know that it's okay to feel that. And what I did in the process of getting to this place where all of a sudden I stopped long enough to think about what I was doing, and notice the word I used is think about what I was doing, because that's usually what gets us into trouble. When we're thinking, we are going into that monkey mind, and that's where it's going to take us to some of those fearful thoughts or some of the anxiety that might come up around something. And what I've been doing up until this point was really feeling into my vision and really getting excited and just going with whatever came to mind as it came to mind, and just being in that flow. And a lack of sleep last night, probably not eating well the last couple of days, actually kind of wore me down, along with a lot of hard work, packing, trying to get too many things done. And I ended up being a little run down today. And when you get run down, it's hard sometimes to stay in that feeling place, and all of a sudden you start going into the thinking place, and that's exactly what I did. We all fall into there. And if you ever meet someone who is a teacher or a so-called guru, or someone that is in the field of support and help and coaching, if they ever come across as if they don't have issues, then they really got some issues. So I want you to know that it's okay. We are human, and we're supposed to hit our bumps in the road, and we're supposed to stop in a second and feel all these feelings. And what I realized I needed to do was close up the computer, put away the packing tape, put off the recording that I needed to do today, and I just needed to go outside and sit. And I just needed to be quiet, and I just needed to be with me. And that is what I have just come out to do. And I'm just not going to do another thing today. All that list that is piling up, it has to be done. I actually serve myself in a greater way by stopping and letting myself just breathe and feel the terror that is inside of me in this moment, and allowing it to have space, loving into it, and allowing it to have the space it needs to be felt so that it can wash out. And after that happens, all of a sudden I'll be back in the feeling place, and that huge list is just going to knock itself out because I'll be in a flow of feeling. And that's how you see people get so much done, when you often wonder, how in the world do they get all that done? And I've had so many people ask me in the past, how in the world do you do 2 radio shows, put together a 52-page magazine, coach clients, take care of 2 kids, have a house, and all the other writing and blogging and social media and videos and everything else you do? How do you get all that done? Where do you find the time? Do you not sleep? And when you live in the place of truly feeling, and you do stay in balance to your routine of self-care and personal care, the things just find their way to get done, and there is plenty of time for rest and relaxation and ease along with it. What happened with me is I had so much that was going on, and I just kept doing, that I got to a point where I stayed up too late a couple of nights, and I didn't give myself the normal rest that I need. When I don't do that, then of course the eating habits get get changed and I don't eat according to the regular rhythm that I'm used to eating. And then all of a sudden, the mental part of the body starts to take over and starts to think. So I know that about myself. I know that about cycles. And I now catch myself when I get to a certain point so that I just stop. And that's where I am right now, just stopping, just taking care of me, knowing that all the projects that are in place and whatever has to happen will actually be served better and will expand and attract more if I know how to pull back. It is the dance, and I was taking the lead in the dance, and now it's time for me to be the follower or sit out of one of the dances and then jump back in when I'm ready. So I hope that little tidbit was helpful for you so that you can start to look at your own experience, your own journey, your own dream, and start to understand that flow of staying in the feeling of what needs to be done and how you move into the thinking mind and start to get exhausted or go into terror, and then having the appropriate response of being able to stop and sit and just be with yourself in that moment until it washes over, and then get back to action again. So I am going to sit out here by the pond. I'm going to listen to the birds, and I'm going to lay in the grass, and that is what I'm doing for the rest of the day. So in love, of love, and with love. I'm Simran Singh. Be well.